Now the NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Josh Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On play action, now Garoppolo. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Thanks to Frank Clark, that play was doomed from the start. What a job defensively. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
Garoppolo. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, this, of course, is an intriguing Week 1 opener. On one sideline, you've got Josh McDaniels, Raiders head coach. But remember, back in Denver, where he was the head man in 2009 and 2010 as well. Now, on the other sideline, Sean Payton making his debut as head coach of the Broncos.
Two established coaches, both of them made their bones on the offensive side of the ball. And Sean Payton won a Super Bowl as the head coach of the Saints. This is going to be fun to see them match wits.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A man who was lost for the year in Week 4 last season. Here's Javonte Williams. That play blown up on a really nice effort by Jerry Tillery.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Wilson to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. He'll get this one to Patrick. call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Again, it's Williams. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. A give to Williams, running right. 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 42 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
This is 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. He finds his man Johnson. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 3rd and 7. Now Garoppolo. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Javonte Williams, 40 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And running with power here. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Now he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
1st down, Raiders.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Garoppolo now. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. That's to the rookie from Notre Dame, Michael Mayer. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good work there. You're going to see on play action, they run an out route with the receiver on the outside and let the tight end work the seam in the area beyond him. A great concept, and it leads to a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play action. Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 90 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get up near the 45. He'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's what we were hoping to see out of Williams last season before a torn ACL 4 weeks in. Growing expectations that he could join the top tier of NFL running backs. That type of upside remains, though, and Denver certainly prepared to help him unlock it as he returns to full strength.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Now Wilson changing the play. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard, 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Now Williams running left. Gets past one man, and he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here we go.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he's brought down. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. It's Myers again with another catch. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see.
A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. And they're going to speed things up here.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Final play of the half. It's Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
On second down, Williams. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 185 yards rushing for him now here in week one. A very solid start to this new campaign. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. Breaks through the contact. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams with now 3 week one touchdowns. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Looks good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. they've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on third down.
First down, Raiders.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's, and this throw brought in here by Mayer. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Las Vegas.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 33. Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 23. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He's got his target. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
That's good for our Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the 25, here's second down and 8. On the counter, here's Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They go play action with Wilson. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That's good for our Denver Broncos.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And they'll run the end around here with Judy. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They give it to Williams, running right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
11 more on that one and another first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him.
Touchdown, Broncos! Greg Dulcich, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he's just across midfield. And down at the 49-yard line.
The Broncos pick over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Brings up third down.
On third down, here's Williams. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into